We are back. I just got to the campground near Virginia Beach. Just parked my car, checked in, and went and used the bathroom. It's actually super nice here. Like, from the map and looking at it, I thought like all the spots were just like open, like sandy, like kind of basic looking. But it's like this super nice like pine forest. It's so pretty. All the sites are really big and spread out. And like they have like their own little hill that the tent can go on at each site, and it's so cool. um but yeah, I am super excited for this weekend. I've got quite the trip coming up for me. I left Maryland this morning after working with my neighbor and just got down here about 3 o'clock. um it's so nice here. I'm super excited. I am doing a market in Portsmouth on Saturday morning, and then also on Saturday I'll be driving down to the Outer Banks and doing camping there in the same spot I have the last couple times. And then I have a market on the upcoming Monday evening. So it's gonna be a busy weekend, but I'm super excited for it. I stopped on my way in and got some groceries, and I went to a little tackle shop here, which was really cool, and talked to a couple of the locals. Everyone's been super nice so far, and sounds like I might be able to catch some drum, maybe some Spanish this weekend, and maybe some striper, bluefish, whatever bites pretty much. So I'm looking forward to it. Got a little bit of time to chill out. I'm gonna set up my tent here and get settled in, and then I might try to go out to the beach and do some fishing tonight. So I'll see you guys then. Just finished setting up the tent. That's probably the fastest I've done it so far. It only took me about like 20 minutes. It's looking good. Makes it a lot easier. We don't have 35-mile-an-hour wind the whole time blowing your tent around. But yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice and secluded back here and really pretty. 3 squirrels were walking right by me, so it was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna set up the inside of the tent now and then get ready to go fishing. We got the lines out. Now it's just time to wait. It's super calm out here. There's like barely any wind, and there's like hardly any waves. The water's really pretty. Just enjoying the peace and quiet. Fingers crossed we get a bite. That is my first red drum ever. That's so cool.
Just caught dinner.
That's a red drum, yeah.
Oh my God.
That's my first one I've ever caught.
Wow. I've never seen anybody catch one that big.
Oh, good one. That'd make a meal.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna let this one go though.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm out here all weekend, so. Look at his tail, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
That's a nice
Y'all have a
size
good one.
blue too.
Thank you. I am absolutely speechless. I cannot believe that just happened. That is my first drum I've ever caught, red drum at least, and that was so cool. I marked a spot from my ankle up to my leg where he went to, just because I wanted to get him back quickly. But I measured it now and it was about 24-25 inches. That was so cool. It was such a pretty fish. The blue on its tail was so pretty. The spot was so cool. I feel like I didn't get enough time to like soak it in, but I'm just like blown away right now. Like my jaw's on the floor. I'm like out of words. That was so cool. And then I was just standing there in the water with him, watching him underwater and allowing him to get his breath back, and then just really strong release. It was so cool. I'm like, I'm out of words. That was so cool. Maybe we'll get another one. If not, my whole trip is made because that was so cool. I've been wanting to catch a red drum so badly. And in the first like 10-15 minutes, it already happened. So that was awesome. Let's go. Looking like Dr. Seuss out here. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. This one's going home with me. Let's go. I'm having an absolute blast out here. I just caught that bluefish and I'm keeping it to eat for dinner tonight. And as I was putting bait back on that rod I caught it on, my second rod got like cranked and nothing happened after that. I guess he just popped off or didn't get the hook, but got the first rod back out and I just saw a dolphin, which was really cool. But yeah, probably hang out here for a little bit longer, then go back to camp and cook up that bluefish. Old boy is lost. That was hilarious. I was walking up just by the water in front of my rod, and this couple walked by with their dog. He was like, hey, your rod's going. And I turned back and it was getting like cranked. And I ended up reeling it in. And the dog was like seeing what I got. And it was a pretty nice bluefish, probably like a 3-pounder. I'm gonna take that one home too. I'm probably not gonna eat him tonight. I'm probably just gonna clean him up and then eat him tomorrow for lunch and maybe even breakfast of champions, you know? But yeah, that was really cool. 3 fish so far. This has been an awesome first night. Sunset is super pretty. And I'm probably gonna just put a little bit more bait out just for a little bit and then head back before it gets too dark here. All right, I'm back at camp, settled in for the night. After I got done fishing, I went to Food Lion, which is really convenient because it's only like 3 minutes from here. And I picked up some more ice and got the bluefish on ice. I'm gonna clean them tomorrow morning and then eat them for lunch probably. I'm just exhausted and did not feel like cleaning them and cooking them tonight. But yeah, I got back to camp, showered. The showers are super nice here and well taken care of. And that felt really good and refreshing. And I'm just back at camp right now. I'm gonna eat a couple oranges and read my Bible a little bit and then go to bed. So I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning. It is about 10 a.m. on Friday morning. I slept pretty good last night. It took me a while to fall asleep just because the campground is like directly next to the military base at Cape Henry. And so there was all kinds of like jets and helicopters flying right over the campground. But once I fell asleep, I was pretty much out. And then I was considering getting up early, but from getting like 3-4 hours of sleep the day before and traveling a bunch, I thought it would just be better for me to sleep in a little bit. So I ended up getting up around like 8:30, and I was gonna make some eggs, but my grill like wasn't working, and I was trying to figure out what was wrong with it. And I was getting a little worried there for a second, but I just put it away. But while I was eating the sandwich, I just realized what I could do for the grill to get it to work. And that ended up working, so I'll actually be able to use it this weekend, luckily. I don't know what I would have done otherwise. Probably would have had to buy some firewood or charcoal or something. But yeah, I ate that and cleaned up camp, and then I came out here. I'm at the Walmart right now. It was cool. I kind of got to drive down the ocean front of Virginia Beach for the first time, and it was pretty cool to check everything out. I still feel like I've only explored like 1% of everything here, and trying to get my bearings and try to figure out where everything is. But yeah, I'm gonna go into Walmart here and get a hole puncher so that I can finish making the cards for my cutting boards with the labels on them and the prices. And then yeah, I might go to a tackle shop. One of my bottom rigs broke off yesterday. I think a bluefish just cut it straight off, and so I'm going to probably go to a tackle shop and get a new bottom rig, and then go back to camp and finish up my boards, and then probably go fishing this afternoon. go-to right here. Get all the fish cut up in the bag. Gonna shake it up now. I'm about to dig into this. It looks really good. Wasn't too bad to cook. Went by pretty smoothly. And get some barbecue sauce on there. That is so good. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna dig into this and clean up. And I'm gonna go probably onto the beach and maybe get some sun on my big bloated belly. I'll talk to y'all later. I didn't get any videos or picture of it, but I just caught a bluefish. I didn't get any videos of it because he like swallowed the hook. Like the whole thing was in his mouth. And I was trying not to get any teeth clamped down on my fingers. But yeah, in like the first 10 minutes caught one. First cast before that, I had a couple little bites and my bait was taken. But yeah, I just got it back out there, so hopefully we can have some more luck. It's been awesome already. It's pretty hot, so I was kind of just like standing on the water, waiting, staying cool and watching the rod. So it's a good day so far. Keep going. Number 3 for the day. Pretty one. Get him back. Fortunately, this one kind of got hooked in the gill, so I'm gonna keep him. But it's probably my nicest one so far. All right, it was a great day at the beach. I ended up catching 4 bluefish, which was super fun. And I was sweating like crazy. It was super hot. It was like 85 or maybe more today. So I was tired and ready to get back to camp. And I got back to camp and I took a shower, which felt really good. And then I started making dinner and I really wanted to switch it up tonight. So I made bluefish. I was just kidding. But yeah, I'm really excited to eat this. That one bluefish I kept. He was about like 20 inches, so should be a good meal for me. Got a couple oranges. I'm really excited to dig in again. I'm not tired of bluefish yet, and I don't expect that I will be this weekend. So yeah, just gonna hang around camp, and I might try to go fishing again tonight somewhere else. Not sure yet, but I'll keep all updated. Not a weatherman, but that does not look good. What the heck is this thing? I didn't even know he was on there. Well, I had no idea what I just caught, but I looked it up and I'm pretty sure it was an oyster toadfish, which is pretty cool. I've never caught one of those before, and he was a cool little guy, but he was kind of freaky looking. But we're running out of daylight right here. The sunset's been really pretty, but we got some mean clouds over here. I think they're scooting around us, but just got the line out for a little bit left, and then trying to soak up the last night I had here in Virginia Beach. I gotta wake up pretty early tomorrow and get over to Portsmouth for my market. I think it goes from 9 to 2. So hopefully it's not too hot and hopefully I have some protection from the sun so my boards are all good. But yeah, probably gonna try to get up at sunrise tomorrow. I gotta pack up the tent and then it's like a 30-minute drive, I think, to where the market's at. And then I will drive to the Outer Banks once I'm done with the market. So It's gonna be a long day tomorrow, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be good. And yeah, just trying to enjoy my last night here. It has been another fantastic day here in Virginia Beach. Really couldn't ask for anything better. Caught those 4 bluefish, caught that oyster toadfish. Had pretty good weather. Got duck out from a thunderstorm for a little bit, but really wasn't too big of a deal. Got to eat a bunch of bluefish. That was delicious. And just got to hang out at the beach and chill in the water. And yeah, it's been a really good day. It is a sauna in here. It is like 76 degrees out, but it's gotta be like 80 degrees in this tent. I'm hoping that I'll be able to fall asleep and not melt. But yeah, I'm gonna wake up at like 5:45 tomorrow and get that tent taken down, and then head to Portsmouth and get ready for the market. But I'm ready to get down to the Outer Banks. It's like 10 to 15 degrees cooler down there right now. And I would really enjoy that right now. It is toasty, but it's been an extremely awesome day. I'm very blessed and very grateful for the opportunity. And I'm hoping that I have a really good market tomorrow and that all my boards don't get torched in the sun. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning. I'm on the way to the market right now. It's about 6:45. I got up about 5:45 and cleaned up camp, freshened up a little bit in the bathroom, and I'm off to the market. So I'm hoping that it's gonna be a good day. It goes from 9 to 2, so I probably gonna have like an hour and 45 minutes to get ready and set up, which I think will be good. Help me not be so anxious and rushed about it. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see the layout of it. I'm gonna make some sandwiches when I get there, I think, so that I don't starve today. But yeah, wish me luck. I'll probably talk to you guys at the market or after, so I'll see you then. Made it. We are in the Outer Banks right now. It's about 4:30 and I can't even like talk at all right now about the market. It was my best market I've ever had. I sold 7 boards, 8 wax tins, but I just met like so many cool, nice people, so many Christians, had so many deep talks about my testimony, met just some amazing people, and it was just so amazing to see how God orchestrated the day and helped me out. I had to like speak into my phone on my notes app just because there was so many cool things that happened and I didn't want to forget any of it. But I think I'm gonna go more in depth about what happened tonight. But right now I'm gonna go fishing, eat a little snack, and just enjoy my time out here. It's 83 out right now, but it's pretty windy. It feels really good out. And I'm just gonna go sit on the beach. Conditions look pretty good, and maybe try and catch dinner so I don't have to pay for another meal. But it has just been an amazing day already, and I'm so stoked to tell you guys about the market and everything that happened earlier. I didn't have any luck tonight catching any fish, so resorting to an egg sandwich for dinner. Pretty basic, pretty broke meal right there. But I know it's gonna taste good because I'm starving. And you may be wondering, why am I not at the campground? That is because when I booked my reservation, they only had those 2 nights, tomorrow night and Monday night, available. Those were the last 2 nights in the whole campground. And yeah, so I'm kind of just living out here in the wild. I don't know where I'm gonna park yet overnight. I don't know if it's gonna be at this Food Line or if I'm gonna have to go up to the Walmart or I don't know yet, but I'm gonna worry about that when it's bedtime. I am going to make this egg sandwich real quick and then I'm gonna eat it, and then I'll talk to you guys about the market and about my day. Today has been a great day. It's about 10 p.m. right now. I'm in the McDonald's parking lot. I just brushed my teeth and got ready for bed. Back at Food Line, I cooked that egg sandwich and cleaned up and kind of organized the truck better and put away as much stuff as I could and locked down everything else in the back. I'm praying I don't have any problems tonight, and McDonald's stays open till 2 a.m. and opens at 5, so I think this is the best place for me to stay. I'm sure they have a bunch of cameras and I think I'm in a good spot, so praying that I'm safe and have no problems. It's gonna be a little bit warm sleeping tonight, but hopefully I can get some rest. I'm waking up at 5:45 today and then going to the market and driving down here and then going fishing. It's been a long day, but it's been a good day. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys some things about the market. Like, one, I was worried really badly about the weather coming into it. Today was supposed to be like 88 degrees in Portsmouth, and there wasn't supposed to be much wind, and it was supposed to be just full sunshine all day. And last year, at a couple of markets I did, I had some problems with my boards warping because the temperature of the pavement where I was doing the markets was like 195 degrees, like crazy, and the sun was just like baking my boards. But when I got there, I got set up, and luckily I was put in a spot where I was in the shade, and thank God the weather was mostly cloudy, and it ended up, I don't even know if it got over 80 degrees there. There was a really nice breeze. I was right up against the building, and it was just really nice. Two, at the beginning, when I was setting up, like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I kind of had my tent at an angle because the way the sun was coming up, it was still on me a little bit. But a guy, one of the vendors from a little bit down the way, he came walking by and he said, "Hey, I've got a like sun shield if you want to use it." And I was like, "Are you sure?" And he was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And so I went down and grabbed it from him, and he was super nice, named Tito, and we ended up talking about fishing and told him that I was doing some camping and stuff, and he was a super nice guy, and I was very grateful that he allowed me to use his sun shield. It really did a good job of blocking the sun and protecting the boards. And then 3, I got to share my testimony like really in depth, like 2 or 3 times, and it was really amazing to get to share that with people, and it really honestly brought me to almost tears a couple of times, just talking to people about it, what I've been through and what God's done for me. And then 4, kind of my goal for most of these markets, I got to share the 13:7 Bible verse with so many people today, and that's what makes me happiest about these markets that I do. Getting to share the John 13:7, the Bible verse that got me through a lot, my favorite one. Got to share it with some unbelievers, and also got to share it with a bunch of Christians who were very kind and encouraged me and really appreciated what I was doing. And then for number 5, this is like one of my favorite parts of the whole day. The guy Tito, who let me use his sun shield for my tent, at the end of the market, he came back to get it, and he ended up just hanging out with me for like 10 minutes, and we started talking about Jesus and my 13:7, and we talked about fishing, and we were just really encouraging each other in the faith, talking about our testimonies with each other. It was beautiful to see what God's done in his life. We followed each other on Instagram. We talked about fishing and camping a lot, and we honestly just had like a really deep, heartfelt conversation, which was just like out of nowhere, and it was really cool. And right then in that moment, I noticed that he had a cross necklace on, and I was like, this whole thing is from God. Like, all my anxiety from worrying about the sun and then just trusting that I would be okay with it last night and this morning, and then meeting him and him letting me use his sun's shield, and then getting to talk about Jesus with him so much. That was like a big God moment right there, and it was really cool. And then so he went back to his tent and finished packing up, and I started to pick up mine. And then he came back with a little bag of goodies from the food that his company makes. And that was like so kind of him, and he gave it to me. And he said that he wrote some scripture on it, and it was Joshua 1:9, and I love that verse as well. And he said, I just wanted to give you some scripture for encouragement. And I was just like blown away. Like, he did not have to do that at all. And so I ended up giving him a couple coasters, and we shook hands and hugged, and yeah, so like I got a new friend, which was really cool, and a new brother in Christ that I met. Yeah, so that was probably my favorite part of the day. And then for the last part, I want to talk about, kind of similar to the last market I did here in March, I was facing a lot of just spiritual warfare this week, and a lot of unmotivation, and I like was wanting to like give up on woodworking. It was just like a hard week for me, but I just kept sticking to my Bible, remaining faithful, and God is just continuing to teach me what happens when I stay faithful to him and steadfast in his word and in his presence. Yeah, so this was my most successful market I've ever had. I got 7 board sales, 8 wax tins, and like 3 custom orders, which was really cool. So I can't wait to get back to Virginia Beach. Can't wait to explore more. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Virginia Beach. All I gotta talk about. Down here tonight, sleeping in the truck, and then tomorrow morning, probably gonna go fishing, try to catch some lunch and dinner for tomorrow, and then I'll be able to check into the campground and finally get all set up in my tent and be settled in there for a little bit. And then Monday evening at 4 is my market here in Nags Head, which I'm excited for. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I know this was a lot of talking, but I'm feeling extremely blessed and grateful, and I really just wanted to share all of that. So I will talk to you guys in the morning. No luck on the beach this morning, and a lady walked by and told me that her husband caught a couple of really nice sheep's head yesterday on the bridge pier right there. So I think I'm gonna head over there. I don't have any crabs for bait, but I'm at least just gonna go over there and try to fish for redfish or bluefish, and then maybe later I might go to the tackle shop and pick up some crabs, or try to find some tonight on the beach maybe. I'm not sure yet, but I'll keep you all updated. Look at that thing. Alright, so I didn't have any luck on the bridge this morning. I saw a couple people catching sheep's head, and one guy right when I got there said he just caught like a 6.5 pound bluefish, which is a really good one. So I hung out there for a little bit, tried, but I didn't have any luck, and so I was pretty hungry. I went back to the truck and got an AC a little bit, recuperated, and made a sandwich, ate a couple oranges, and I felt a lot better. So I came back out, and I was wade fishing for like the last hour, and I saw a huge redfish, like had to have been close to like 35 inches, like swim right in front of me. He was just cruising, and it was like the coolest interaction I've had with a fish. He didn't want anything to do with my swim bait, unfortunately, but it was just really cool to see him. I've seen a bunch of skates and stingrays, which is a little freaky, but I also caught a little flounder, which was really cool. So I didn't get skunked for the day. It was only like 10 inches, but it was still really cool, and felt good to catch a fish. And the whole time I've been out there wade fishing, there's been all these little needlefish, not little, they're like 3 feet long, But all these needlefish like cruising around me, chasing my swim bait, taking it. I hooked up like 10 or 15 times, and it was like so crazy. They were like chasing my swim bait like right to my legs. It was really cool. And their mouths are like crazy, so it's like been impossible to actually get one with a hook. But I finally just got one, and it was putting up like a crazy fight, like peel and drag. It was super cool. And I don't think I've ever seen them before, but they were just like blowing up on bait fish, jumping out of the water, like flying. But I got my big surf rod with the cut mullet back out there, and hopefully I'll be able to get that redfish or any other redfish or bluefish that are out there. Still want to catch something for dinner, but I'm just having fun out here. It's been a good day so far, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated and talk to you later. I just caught that really nice flounder. I think that's the biggest one I've ever caught. It was about 16 or 17 inches. He crushed the swim bait. Still got my rod with the bait out. Haven't got any bites on it yet. But yeah, I'm definitely getting super sunburnt. Hopefully I'm not like peeling like crazy for the next 3 weeks. But I didn't bring any sunscreen with me, which wasn't very smart. But I'm probably gonna be out here for a little while longer. I'm getting pretty hungry again, so I might go back to eat something soon. And then I'm gonna go to the campsite and get my tent set up, and I might just fish on the beach for the rest of the night because the wind has like completely died down. It's super nice, and the surf shouldn't be too bad. All right, I'm going to the campground now. I ended up catching 2 flounder, that needlefish, and lost a bluefish right there at the end. Unfortunately, it's not looking like I'm gonna be able to have bluefish for dinner, but that's all right. I still got some sandwiches and lunch meat stuff. I might fish on the beach tonight. I might go get some ice cream because I haven't really had any treats or snacks, anything all weekend, and it sounds really good right now. And Fat Boys has an incredible ice cream sandwich. I don't know. Might do it, might not. We'll see. I'll keep you updated, let you know what I do. I gotta get up to the hill to see the sunset. Oh my gosh. I don't have a camera big enough with a wide enough lens to get a picture of the entire sky. Above me is all pink. That is insane. I'm just in awe of God's beauty right now. It's amazing. Speechless. Not to brag, but my father painted that. Amen. Day 4 of the trip is officially over. I can't believe how fast it's going by. Tomorrow's my final full day down here. The market is from 4 till sunset, so about 4.5 hours. So I'm really looking forward to that. I thought it was up in Nag's Head, but it's actually down towards Rodanthe, which I haven't explored before, so I'm excited to be able to check out down there some. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get up early and do some fishing before my market, and hopefully catch some bluefish or drum or whatever wants to bite. It was really cool to catch those flounder and that needlefish today. So yeah, it's been an amazing trip so far. I couldn't ask for anything more, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning. don't think I've talked to you guys all day, but it's been a really, really good day. Started off at like 5:30 this morning. Fished for about 7 hours, 7-8 hours. Started with the top water in that little bay where I was wade fishing yesterday. Threw the swim bait around a little bit. I kicked up like 3 little flounder while I was walking around, which was cool. But didn't get any bites. I tried down the beach again, nothing. Tried up the beach by the rocks, and I didn't see anything, or I didn't get any bites, but I saw actually a really nice sheep's head by the rocks. So I was trying to get him with a little crab that I caught, and then using the sand fleas that I bought yesterday, but didn't have any luck. And then I went up to the bridge and was using the sand fleas again, trying to catch some sheep's head, and didn't have any luck. I got a bunch of bites, but I don't know if they were just small fish or not getting the hook or whatever, but couldn't catch any there. Tried a different spot below the bridge. Then I went back down the beach and casted a bunch, but it was just a tough day of fishing. It's how it goes sometimes. Still can't ask for more after the fishing that I've already had this week. Super grateful for that, and it was honestly just a beautiful day, like 70, 75 degrees and sunny, not super windy. So it was a beautiful day of fishing, and then went back to camp around 12:30, I think, and showered up, freshened up, ate a little bit, and then I hung around at camp for a little bit, and then I got ready to go to my market this afternoon, and I got there around like 2:45ish, I think, and it started at 4, and got set up and met some of the vendors there, and they were super nice and friendly and helpful. It was a good market. I sold 1 board and 3 wax tins and 9 coasters, and I also got a custom order for 2 boards, which is really cool. And then I think a couple other people might reach out who I talked to who seemed interested in getting one. So yeah, it was a successful night. It was the first market in that location. It was kind of a new market that's starting up every week, and there wasn't a ton of people there, but it was a really pretty night. The wind got a little crazy there for a little bit, and some people were having some tent problems, but luckily I didn't. We were all kind of helping each other out, which was cool. And then the market finished up, and right at the end the sky just lit up and the sunset was so beautiful. I'm sure you guys have already seen the videos of it, but I was just standing there on the water watching it, just smiling ear to ear, feeling God's presence, and just a ton of gratitude for this trip. But yeah, today was the first day of my summer classes, so heading back tomorrow morning, and I have an in-person class tomorrow night, which I'm gonna get back for. And yeah, it's been an amazing trip. This is the end of day 5, my last full day down here. I might try to do some fishing tomorrow morning, I'm not sure yet, but at the very least I'm gonna clean up camp and then get on the road. But yeah, incredibly grateful for this trip. This has been my biggest trip yet, and it's been a really good one that I'll remember forever. So with that being said, I'll talk to you guys in the morning. I almost forgot the most important part. I got to tell a few people about the 13-7, share my testimony, and got to have a couple really meaningful conversations with people. And it was just beautiful to see God moving and to hear how his love has impacted other people's lives. Yeah, God is real. God is obviously a sunset artist. I've learned that for sure on this trip, and I'm just so in love with Jesus and grateful for everything that he's done in my life. All right, it's the last morning down here. I slept in a little bit till about 8 a.m. This running and gunning for the past 5 days took a little toll on me, doing 20,000 steps a day. I felt like I earned to sleep in a little bit. But yeah, I packed up camp and cleaned up everything, and I'm gonna get on the road here. I wanted to come down to the Oregon Inlet parking lot one more time, and I put one of these little Jesus receipts on every car in the parking lot, and that's something I want to do a lot more of in my upcoming trips. I've been meaning to do it, but I just really haven't. And I think a goal for a next trip is to do more of that and to be more intentional about having conversations and going out of my way to share the gospel and being more bold to talk about it. So that's the goal for next time, and it was just an amazing trip. Can't say enough. I'm gonna remember this for the rest of my life. Yeah, I'll probably update you guys when I get home tonight, but it's about 8:45. I'm gonna get back on the road and hopefully not hit too much traffic. Hopefully have a safe trip back and get ready to go to my first summer class tonight. The camera can never do justice to how like blue and turquoise this water is. It's beautiful, especially from the bridge when you're like up above it. It's insane. Well, I made it back home safe and sound today at about 3 o'clock. Traffic wasn't too bad. A couple spots, like normal in Northern Virginia, were pretty stopped up, but made it back safe and resting today. And I just had my first summer class in person, and I just got home from that, and it was good. So starting a new chapter. Might not be back down in the Outer Banks for a while, but I still hope to make some little trips and make some videos because I really love doing it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Pretty much all I have to say. So God bless, take care, and I'll see you next time.